everyone, I'm back again with my second video. We are still on fine motor skills, and fine motor skills, it is divided into 5 parts. On my first video we looked at hand strength, the strength of the hand, how activities that can help improve the hand strength. This video we are going to do activities that we call in-hand manipulation skills. In-hand manipulation skills, it is under fine motor. This is the ability, the ability whereby a child is able to move objects from the fingers to the palm using one hand. When the child is able to hold something with the fingers and then pull it or push it towards the hand without using the other hand, it's what we are calling in-hand manipulation skills. Know that these are the part of fine motor skills that when the child is not able to move objects from the fingers to the hand, might struggle with issues like drawing, might even struggle with writing, can even struggle with buttoning the top or the shirt, and other everyday tasks that requires the child to use hand. So in this video, we are going to look in hand manipulation skills, and I will show you some activities that are easily available. Know this, in my videos I'm not using anything that is quite expensive or anything that you need to buy. No. I'm using substance or objects or things that are readily available at our home. Even though you're just in the rural part of the country, these are the substance, the object you're going to use. They are things that are available. They are readily available. You see, improving skills of our children, sometimes we think we need to buy this, we need to buy the other, but sometimes we have resources within us. Only that sometimes we don't know if these resources can be of help to our children. So if you have a child who is struggling with fine motor, and I told you, for me I'm very specific which part of the fine motor as an issue. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some activities that are going to improve the in-hand manipulation skills of your child. Are you together with me? Make sure you subscribe and comment. So this is the first activity that will improve the movement of your fingers able to hold the object and to the hand using one hand, and one of them is scissors. I know in most of the homes we have scissors with us, but sometimes we don't even know how these scissors are very helpful to improve the fine motors of our children. So when in these first activities of using scissors, this is what I want to say. Don't give your child, either a special needs child or a normal child, like a carton to cut for the start. You know, something rough like this one. Don't give your child something like this one to cut for the start. If your child is struggling with fine motor, if your child is struggling with drawing, if your child is struggling with writing, if your child is struggling with buttoning and shoelacing and zipping, don't start the scissors activity by using a tough, and hand cover. No, use a soft cover, and I'm going to show you how the process of using it. When you give me your child as a special needs teacher or a special needs educator, and I want to train your child on in-hand manipulation skill, I start with the simplest things. And which are those simplest? I start with a paper like this. Can you see this paper? It is very plain. The paper, just a simple paper, which the child doesn't have to struggle much. Because especially like special needs children who are differently abled, when you start with the hand cover, they definitely get withdrawn or they refuse the activity because they feel it is hand for them. But when you start with something that is very soft, or the child can easily be able to work on it easily, then the child may be able to progress using from the softest to the hardest. Are we together? So you take something like this. This is just a paper, a plain paper. You can use a paper from the book, just cut a paper from the book. Then help your child to hold the scissors nicely. Make sure your child is able to hold scissors, and make sure you use a smaller scissors depending on the fingers or the fingers of your child. Don't use a bigger scissors so that your child doesn't struggle. Use just a scissors that is a child is able to use their thumb and their fingers to hold it. Then you can now show your child how to cut it. You can do it for like 10 minutes. Just cutting slowly by slowly, showing them how to hand, doing it yourself, then telling the child to do it. You do it by yourself, then you tell the child to do it. You first start with this one, and then if the child have noticed or is able to do that, you can now proceed to another type of a paper which is under. Like you see, this one is like it's like a tough. This is a tough. It is a tough cover, a tough paper, but it's not, and it's not as soft as the first one. This is very soft. This one is not soft, and it's also not hand. It is in between soft and hand. So you can also, after now the child has achieved this one, cutting this the plain paper, you can now proceed to the next one using a more slightly harder paper. Then your child now can be able to show your child how to cut through it. Show your child how to cut through it. Cut together with the child. As you also sing, if your child have no speech, it's that your child is non-verbal, it is good you do it while you are singing. You can sing the wails of the birds goes round and round as you cut. You make sure you cut with the child, and you have to make this activity more interesting, because sometimes the fine motor activities can be very, very boring and very hard for children, especially the special needs children, when you're not making the activity look interesting. So if your child is able to achieve this, don't stop there, please. As a parent, don't stop there. Now proceed to a more tougher one, a more tougher than the one that you're using, like this one. Now proceed to something like this one, a hand copy, not so hand. It is between hand and moderate on there. Then you can take it and help the child cut through, help the child. It is quite hard. This one is not like the first one. It is not like the, you see, this is where we started, not like this one. This was very soft. Not like this one was not really, it was between soft and moderate. And now this one, this is quite hand, but not really hand, but you can do it with your child. Let your child do it, and don't do it for less than 5 minutes. Make sure every activity that you do with your child lasts for more than 5 minutes. Another thing, every activity that you're doing with your child, make sure they start to finish. Don't start activity that you're not ready to finish. So as you cut this with your child, make sure they are cutting, you're singing along with them, they are getting to enjoy the activity, and also again, you are encouraging them to finish the activity. So if your child does this, cut this one very well with now and be able to achieve, then you now can proceed to the hardest. This is like a carton, it is quite hard. And it needs more of the child to have a good grasp of the scissors, able to own the scissors quite well. And they're able to put some force on it, because this one needs a lot of force. So your child needs also to put a lot of force on it. So you help the child. I'm also struggling cutting this one anyway, it's not easy. So you help the child, put some force on it, and here now you sing much, you sing more, or you tell a story. Once upon a time, they lived a dog and a cat, and they were enemies, and the cat one day became friends with the cat. So as you cut, make sure you tell a story or you sing a song to the child, so the child can be able to enjoy. This is the first activity that you have done using scissors, from the simple to the complex. And as you do it, sing a song to motivate that child. These are activities that can be applicable to children between age of 3 all the way to the age of 9. And sometimes even can proceed to the age of 10, 11, 12, all the way even to age 19, depending on the struggle of your child fine motor. See you next time. We are having a next video. Make sure you subscribe, you comment, and also you like. See you on the next video.